This is Sekandi, and this is the top 5 reasons why you should quit your job in 2021. So before we dig in, let's define what the Great Resignation is. The Great Resignation is a term coined by an associate professor from Texas A&M University. The Great Resignation refers to a mass contagious phenomenon where people are quitting their jobs in masses. In April of this year, 4 million people quit their job. A recent survey by Korn Ferry shows that 90% of retailers are struggling to fill open jobs. 40% of those people that are leaving their jobs are indicating they're actually leaving people. It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to find a better job, a better career, a better place to spend your time. Take control of your life, your future, your purpose, your mission. Prioritize yourself. For once, this might be the year where you are able to do all the things that you want to do in your career. These are the top 5 signs that you should quit your job in 2021. Number 5, life is short. We all know life is short. In 2020, it made it crystal clear. Life is precious, it's short, and it's fragile. There's a great poem that really captures this mood. One clear moment, one of trance, one misstep, one perfect dance, one missed shot, one and only chance. Life is all but one fleeting glance. And because life is short, you have to ask yourself the question, are you doing the job that is fulfilling your purpose? Life expectancy dropped to a 20-year low in the United States. In fact, it was the biggest single-year decline since World War II. According to the book, The Top 5 Regrets of Dying by Ware, I wish I had the courage to live a life true to myself, not a life others expected of me. I wish I hadn't worked so hard. I wish I had the courage to express my feelings. I wish I stayed in touch with my friends. I wish I had let myself be happier. Life is too short to spend another minute, another hour, another day working for a job that you do not enjoy. So number 4 is bad, toxic bosses. We've all have had a bad or toxic boss. I've had a few in my careers. Ones that yell and scream, call you names, discriminate against you. Horrible, horrible bosses. This is your time to take back your career and say bye to that bad boss. Some of the traits that all bad bosses at least have. Some of, if not all. Bad bosses are horrible communicators. Bad bosses are always taking credit for the work their team does. Bad bosses pick favorites on their team and pick least favorites. Give the favorites all the opportunities to show their work and give the least favorites the least amount of opportunity to show their value. Oh, and of course, bad bosses are sexist, racist, misogynist. Bad bosses are discriminatory, abusive, mentally and emotionally. Companies say they care about us, they care about our emotional well-being, but they continue to employ bad bosses. You go to HR and they do nothing. You go to another manager and they do nothing. It's time to quit your bad boss. That is the number 4 reason why you should quit your job. Number 3, fake corporate values. Corporate values that are absolutely nothing but lip service. Do you work for one of those companies that outwardly tells the world they care about corporate responsibility, they care about diversity and inclusion, they care about the environment and sustainability, but you know the truth? You know that it's all just fake corporate values. They're words but never action. If you work for one of these companies that sells products to women but doesn't hire any women in their executive team, We're one of those companies that sells to minority communities but won't hire any minorities in their executive team. These are companies that are filled with fake corporate values. They lie to their consumer, they lie to their community, and they lie to their employees. If you work for one of these fake corporate values companies, it's time to quit that company. Here's an example of two companies that have gotten into trouble because their actions do not align with their values. The CEO and founder Snoops was caught plagiarizing and stealing other people's work and playing it off as if it's his own. Snoops once partnered with Facebook to fact check people and to ensure they were telling the truth. The only job Snoops had was to tell the truth. Instead, their founder and their CEO lied to millions and millions of people that trusted them. There's another example of a company that has not lived up to their values. In 2020, it was exposed. A world famous, renowned consulting firm, McKinsey, was caught. Architect of the opioid sales epidemic driven through Purdue. They developed programs that would incentivize and give cash rebates back to pharmacies on overdoses. What's really crazy about this is McKinsey's mission: help create positive, enduring change in the world. Well, I have a question. How is selling more opioids while we're dealing with an overdose crisis and epidemic, how is that helping to create a positive and enduring change to the world? According to a former McKinsey consultant, this is the banality of evil, MBA edition. Why it matters? Because only employees can truly hold a company accountable. You know that company better than everybody else. Only you can force them to make the changes that are necessary. And that's why if you work for a company that has fake values, values only by words, not by actions, 2021 is the year that you tell them enough is enough. Number two, mandates versus incentives. Do you work for a company that believes in mandates versus incentives? Are they mandating you to come back to work? If you work for one of these companies, maybe it's time to quit. 2020 changed everything. If you're a knowledge worker, you know firsthand. You were told for years you could not do your job at home. You had to be in the cubicle. You had to be in the office. I had to see your face every day to know you were working. 2020 changed it. In fact, it was proven that we could be more productive, we could be happier, and we could still get our job done working from home. Many people have seen the benefits of working from home. It is easier and it is better for your well-being and for your health. Of course, some of us would love to come back to the office when we choose, as we need to. But the idea that we have to come back to the office 9 to 5 days a week is archaic and it's cruel. Any company that is mandating you to come back to work, even though you've proven that you can be accountable, that you're a grown adult, that you can be more productive, that you would get your work done, that you'll be available when you need to be available, and you can spend that precious time not commuting, doing things that put value back in your life. Mandates are horrible. They're not conducive to collaboration and cooperation. There are dictates that do not allow any dissension. If your company believes in mandates versus incentives, it's time to quit these jobs. Leave the mandates to government. Companies are there for their workforce. They're there to protect us. They're there to stand up for us. And when we don't have a voice, it is our company, it is our industries that we work for that stand up for the workers that work there. Work for a company that believes in reward and recognition. Work for a company that believes in incentives. Work for a company that values you as a person. And that's why the number 2 reason why you should leave your job in 2021 is if your company believes in mandates versus incentives. And the number one reason to quit your job today is work appreciation and pay. So let's break this down. This is the WAP that is suitable for work. Let's dig in and I'll tell you why. If you are overworked or underworked, this is a good reason why you should consider leaving your job. Did you know that being underworked can lead to depression, illness, and a lack of purpose in your life? What about being overworked, which leads to stress, anxiety, and illness? If your work does not give you meaning and fulfillment, if it does not energize you, it is bringing you down. And so your quality of your work, are you valued for that work, is one of the things why people leave jobs. If I am underworked or if I am overworked, if I have the wrong work to do, then I am unfulfilled as a human. Appreciation. Appreciation is, when's the last time your boss has said thank you? Thank you for staying that extra hour. Thank you for putting in that extra bit of work. Thank you for just being you and getting work done and being easy to deal with. When's the last time your boss had said thank you? Appreciation is so powerful that many people would give up pay just to be appreciated, to be recognized. Are you appreciated? Are you recognized? And then finally, pay. Fair work for fair pay. Your value today is so important. But the question is, do you really know your value? Are you paid what you should be paid? The number one reason why you should leave your job today is if the work's not right, if the appreciation is not there, and if the pay is under your value. This is the wow. This is why work is so important. This is why meaningful work is so important. Join the Great Resignation. Get more money, get a better job, live your purpose, fulfill your life, take charge. I'm Sekandi, and this has been the top 5 reasons why you should quit your job. For more information, hit the links below, leave a comment, let us know what you think, and let us know if there's anything in this video you guys would like us to dig in further in another video. This is your year, and this is the year that you can live on your terms.